You know, when you look back at any time in history, you see the big moments. The inventions, the discoveries, the really big hairdos. But what really defines an era are the little choices everyone makes every single day. It's the small stuff that adds up to the big stuff. Think about it, the future isn't some far-off place that just magically appears. It's something we are all building right now with every single decision. It's like we're all holding a hammer or a paintbrush. And together we're creating this giant, beautiful, and sometimes very silly masterpiece called tomorrow. And let me tell you, I want our masterpiece to be a happy one. We are the architects of what's to come. That sounds like a lot of pressure, I know. You're thinking, Ellen, I can barely decide what to have for breakfast. And now I'm an architect? But it's true. The things we choose to watch, the games we decide to play, the food we put on our tables, these are the building blocks. They are the bricks and mortar of the world our kids and their kids will live in. Every choice is a vote for the kind of future we want. Do we want a world that's brighter, smarter, and kinder? I think we do. I mean, who wouldn't want that? It's a no-brainer. It's easy to feel like our individual actions don't make a difference. We're just one person in a world of billions. But that's where the magic happens. A single laugh can change the mood of a room. A single healthy meal can change the course of a day. And a single good idea can change the world. We are all connected in this incredible project of building the future. Your choices ripple out and inspire others, and their choices ripple back to you. It's a beautiful dance of cause and effect, and we're all invited to join in. So let's put on our dancing shoes, people. So, as we stand here today, on June 14th, 2025, let's take a moment to appreciate the power we hold. It's not about getting everything perfect, Lord knows I don't. It's about being mindful. It's about asking ourselves, is this choice adding a little more good to the world? Whether it's choosing a show that makes you think, a game that challenges your brain, or food that nourishes your body, it all matters. These aren't just random, everyday activities, they are the quiet, powerful ways we shape the character and intelligence of the generations that follow us, and that right there is an incredible opportunity. When we think of entertainment, we usually think of kicking back, relaxing and escaping for a little while, and that's wonderful. We all need that. We all need a good movie or a TV show to just let the day wash away. But entertainment is so much more than just a distraction. It's one of the most powerful teachers we have. It's a mirror that shows us who we are, and a window that shows us who we could be. It has this sneaky way of teaching us things when we're not even paying attention. You're just enjoying a story and suddenly you've learned something about empathy, or courage, or why you should never, ever, cut your own bangs. Think about the stories that have stuck with you your whole life. The characters who taught you to be brave, the documentaries that opened your eyes to a world you never knew existed, or the songs that became the soundtrack to your most important moments. That's not just fun, that's formative. Entertainment connects us. It gives us a shared language. We can talk to a complete stranger about a show we both love, and suddenly we're not strangers anymore. It bridges gaps between people, between cultures, and between generations. It's a universal language of feeling, and everyone is fluent. This is why what we choose to watch is so important. When we support shows and movies that are not only entertaining but also thoughtful, inclusive, and inspiring, we send a message. We tell the world that we want more stories that lift us up, that challenge our perspectives, and that celebrate the best of humanity. We're not just consuming content, we are curating our own culture. We're helping to create a media landscape that nourishes our minds and our spirits, not just one that fills time. It's about choosing content that adds a little sparkle to the world. And it's not just about what we watch, but how we watch it. Are we talking about it afterwards? Are we sharing what we've learned with our friends and family? Entertainment can be a launch pad for incredible conversations. It can be the start of a journey to learn more, to do more, and to be more. So the next time you're settling in for a movie night, remember that you're doing more than just relaxing. You are participating in the grand tradition of storytelling, a tradition that has shaped societies for thousands of years. You're part of something big, important, and wonderfully entertaining. Okay, let's talk about one of my favorite things, comedy. Laughter is just the best. It's like a mini vacation for your soul. But comedy is so much more than just a series of jokes strung together to make you giggle. It's one of the most powerful tools we have for change. A good comedian can take a really complicated, scary, or uncomfortable topic and make it accessible. They can shine a light on the absurdities of life in a way that makes you think, long after you've stopped laughing. It's like getting your vegetables, but the vegetables are covered in chocolate. You're learning, but it's delicious. Comedy has this incredible ability to unite people. When an entire room is laughing at the same joke, for that one moment, everyone is on the same page. All the differences, all the disagreements, they just melt away. Laughter is a shared experience that reminds us of our common humanity. It points out the things we all find funny, the things we all struggle with, and the things we all find ridiculous. It's a social glue. It helps us see that deep down, we're all just trying to figure things out, and most of us have tripped in public at some point. It's also a secret weapon for problem solving. When you laugh at something, you're looking at it from a different angle. Comedy can break down our defenses and open our minds to new ideas. It can make us question the way things are and imagine how they could be better. A well-crafted joke can be more powerful than a long, boring lecture. It can sneak past our biases and plant a seed of thought that can grow into real positive action. It's like a ninja of enlightenment dressed in a clown suit. And who doesn't love that? So, let's embrace the power of humor. Let's seek out comedy that is not only funny but also smart, kind, and insightful. Let's teach our children that it's okay to be silly and to find the humor in life's challenges. Laughter is a sign of resilience. It's a declaration that, no matter what happens, we can find joy. When we choose to laugh, and when we choose comedy that makes us think, we are choosing to be more open, more connected, and more willing to look at the world with fresh eyes. And a world with more laughter is, without a doubt, a better world. Now I want to talk about games. And I'm not just talking about the kind that involve a lot of running around, although those are great for tiring out your neighbor's kids. I'm talking about brain games, puzzles, strategy games, creative challenges, the things that make your brain do a little happy dance. For a long time, people thought of games as just for kids, or as a waste of time for adults, but we now know that's just not true. Playing games is like taking your brain to the gym. It's a mental workout that keeps you sharp, agile, and ready for anything. These games are incredible for people of all ages. For kids, they are a fantastic way to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills without it feeling like homework. It's learning through play, which is the best kind of learning there is. For adults, these games help keep our minds flexible and can even improve memory and focus. And for our seniors, engaging in brain games is a powerful way to keep their cognitive skills strong and stay mentally active. It's a lifelong prescription for a healthier brain, and the only side effect is fun, and maybe a little bit of competitive spirit with your grandma. But it's not just about logic and puzzles. Games are a huge engine for creativity. Think about games that let you build entire worlds, design characters, or solve problems in completely new ways. They give us a safe space to experiment, to fail, and to try again. They teach us that there's often more than one right answer to a problem. This kind of creative thinking is one of the most valuable skills we can have. It's what leads to innovation, to new inventions, and to finding brilliant solutions for the world's biggest challenges. We are literally playing our way to a more imaginative future. So, let's make room for more play in our lives. Let's challenge ourselves with a new puzzle, learn a new strategy game with our family, or download an app that stretches our creative muscles. Let's encourage our schools to incorporate more game-based learning. When we choose to play, we are choosing to invest in our own mental fitness and the intellectual growth of the next generation. We are building sharper minds one game at a time. And we're building stronger bonds because playing together is one of the best ways to connect. It's a win-win no matter who wins the game. Alright, we've talked about what we feed our minds, so now let's talk about what we feed our bodies. Food is everything. It's not just fuel to get us through the day, it's the literal foundation of our health, our energy, and our ability to learn and grow. What we eat directly impacts how we feel, how we think, and how we function. And in today's world, we have more choices than ever. We walk into a grocery store and it's a dizzying array of boxes, bags, and things that light up. But the best choices are often the simplest ones, the ones that come from the earth. We need to get back to basics, to real natural whole foods. Fruits, vegetables, things that don't come with a list of ingredients you can't pronounce. I know it's not always easy. Processed foods are convenient, they're designed to be addictive, and they're everywhere. But the trade-off is just too high. We are seeing the effects of a diet high in sugar and artificial ingredients on our health and the health of our children. We are what we eat, and we deserve to be made of good stuff. Strong, vibrant, and full of life, not preservatives and artificial dyes. This is especially critical for our kids. Their growing bodies and developing brains need the best possible nutrition to reach their full potential. A healthy diet is directly linked to better focus in school, higher energy levels, and a stronger immune system. When we choose to give our children fresh, natural foods, We are giving them the tools they need to succeed. We are building a generation that is not only healthier, but also smarter and more resilient. Every carrot stick instead of a bag of chips is a small investment in a brighter future for them. It's an act of love. Making these changes doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can start small. One more piece of fruit a day, one less sugary drink a week, cooking one more meal at home. It's about making conscious choices. It's about reading labels and asking, is this going to nourish me? By prioritizing natural healthy food, we are not only taking care of ourselves and our families, but we are also supporting a more sustainable food system. We are voting for a world where food is medicine, where our farms are healthy, and where our children are set up for a lifetime of well-being, and that is a delicious thought. So here we are. We've talked about entertainment, laughter, games, and food. It might seem like a random collection of topics, but they all share one powerful theme choice. Every day we are presented with hundreds of small choices. What to watch, what to play, what to eat. And while each one might feel insignificant on its own, together they paint the picture of our lives and script the story of our future. These choices are our power. They are our voice. They are the way we tell the universe what kind of world we want to live in. We are all co-creating our reality right now in this moment. The world of tomorrow is not being built by a handful of powerful people in secret rooms. It's being built by you, by me, by all of us. It's built in our living rooms when we choose a show that teaches empathy. It's built at our kitchen tables when we share a healthy meal. It's built when we laugh at a joke that breaks down a barrier, or play a game that sparks a new idea. We are the builders, and our daily habits are our tools. And that's incredibly exciting. Let's not underestimate our collective impact. When we all start making small, positive choices, the ripple effect is enormous. It creates a culture of mindfulness, of health, of kindness, and of creativity. It shifts markets, it changes conversations, and it inspires innovation. It raises the standard for what we expect from our world and from each other. Let's be the generation that chose to be intentional. The generation that decided to build a future that is not only technologically advanced but also emotionally intelligent, physically healthy, and fundamentally kind. The future is a promise, and it's one we make to our children and to ourselves. So let's promise them a good one. Let's promise them a world filled with more laughter, more learning, more connection, and more vitality. Every choice matters, every single one. Together, with every mindful decision we make, we are laying the foundation for a healthier, smarter, and kinder world. We are building the future, and I have to say, it's looking bright. Let's get to work. And let's have a whole lot of fun and dance a little while we do it.